That is not lined up well. Yeah, it'll be what it's going to be. See what sort of speed we can get here. Get this in a good spot. There we go. Hey, Big Max, how you doing, sir? Whoop. Ray, what's going on, sir? Just finally done with the hay baling. Oh man, that's some work. Cool. Yeah, this one here is a piece of sycamore. I looked at it today and it had a giant crack forming on it. So let's not try to hit that. So it looked like that. And I knew it was going to go deeper if I didn't do something with it, so I figured, well, I might as well just throw it on the lathe and start spinning it, and might as well do it live. I haven't been live in a while. So that's what I did. You guys see all right? Hopefully I got you in a good enough spot here. There we go. Hey Dan, how you doing, sir? Alright, I think we're going to do a tenon on the bottom. Let's take a quick peek at this guy. Still got a little bit of the bark showing there. Oh, there's that crack, so we're going to have to go down a little further to get rid of that. Getting some bounce. Need to shorten this guy up some more. You had to cut the door a little crooked? Oh, that sucks. Hey, Al, welcome in. How on earth do you pronounce that one? Jaxil? And if I slaughtered that, I'm sorry, but welcome in. Not bad shavings. Let's see how we're looking here. That crack is still there. This bulge is going to get smaller and smaller. Go Army. Hey, when it comes to beating up midshipmen, I'm all for it. Crack's still there. He doesn't look like he goes that deep. We still keep seeing them. Let's see if we finally got to it. Well, I think it's just going to be there. Hopefully it doesn't blow up when we do the inside. Dennis, how's it going? Welcome in. don't know where I put it. Let's see if this guy's still set up. He does not appear to be. That's going to be the outside. And that'll probably be somewhere near an inside. Okay, that's not too bad at all. We can just use the skew and close that off. So I have the dovetail jaws on my my Nova chuck. So the easiest way to set for that is just to use the skew. Just like that. We can go ahead and see about finishing the bottom portion. Lower this guy back down. Is it likely to blow up? I don't know if you can see that crack right there, but it might. Je parle pas anglais, salut mes French, George. I don't remember enough French to really get that. I don't speak English, only French. Something to that. Jose, welcome in. Actually, yeah, we're gonna get the scraper out. Raise that up so we don't have a giant catch. And smooth this guy out. Just like that. Other than that crack, that's looking pretty good. Get you guys in close so you can kind of see it. Johnny, welcome in. And thanks, J-Mad. Get you guys lined up here. We're going to get this guy reversed. Forgot, I got to take that off first. That's the worm screw, if anybody's wondering. That's what I typically use to start logs, bowls, things like that on the lathe. Lots of different ways you can do it. That's just what I like to do. That's nearly perfect. Okay, so we'll start you guys, let's see, maybe right about there should give you a pretty decent view. We're going to establish that rim, and then start removing the center. We may use the Easy Wood tools. I haven't played with those in a while. Actually, I think we will. Go with whoop, Easy Wood, full-size finisher. We'll use Easy Wood tools here in a second. Let's dig out some of that mass first. Yeah, Mike Stanifer, what you been up to, sir? So much sawdust on the phone, it's hard to see. Alright, now we're going to change your position. Been moving. Uh-oh. We'll get to that here in a second. I'm working the inside. Let's see here. Come on, cheap Amazon phone holder. There we go. Now you guys can see what's going on. So what Mike's talking about doing is kind of what I was doing with the Easy Wood. And that is that. And I got to remember there's a giant crack in this, and I can't go as heavy as I'm doing right there, or it is going to blow up on us. So we're gonna ease off on that. I don't want this to get too exciting. Oh, mowing, cutting the grass. I gotcha. Running RPM so low, I'm up around 1100. So on my mid belt, I can get up to about 17. Now, just quick to show you guys, this can easily be done with the Easy Wood tools. We're going to switch over to the mid-size hollower, which uses these little bitty carbides. Now we're going to bring the speed up. Carbides love speed. You guys can't see nothing. Can you charge that? There we go. Put a flashlight over here so you guys can see. Mohammed, how's it going, sir? I'm in Ohio in the U.S. Hey John, welcome in. This is Sycamore. Eduardo, I don't know what you're saying, bud. Christina, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, we are going to check our depth here because I think we're getting pretty close. So we are right about 1 1/3. We can go almost to 2 inches, so we can get another 1/4 inch out of there. Oscar, welcome in. Oh, okay. Thanks, Max. Yeah, so we're using the Easy Wood tool, like I said, the mid-size hollower, and we are just removing waste from the center area. Try not to remove too much. Because we don't want to join the funnel club. Since I'm getting real close to the bottom, we're going to check again. Oop, I think I bumped you. All right. We are at about 1 7/8, which means I got hardly anything left on the bottom. Enough for a couple of smoothing passes. For the smoothing passes, we're going to go back to our full-size finisher. Just give you guys kind of a view here so you can see the difference in the size of the cutters side by side there. So the larger cutter, with the small cutter, you can sometimes get little waves. Kind of, as you go down, it'll kind of bounce a little bit, so you get kind of a rough feeling in there. This isn't too bad, but the larger cutter head just smooths all that out. All right. Side thickness feels good. Probably take a little more material right there. All right. Let's reposition you guys and we'll get a look at it and see how it turned out. And we'll decide what we're going to do next. Whoops. Put you right about there. Quick blow this off here. So that's what we got. It came out pretty darn thin. Not a bad looking little bowl. So if this is your first time here, I do not sand on my lives because I think sanding is boring and I don't want you guys to have to watch it. So I'll put that off to the side. I'll sand it up later. It'll be a YouTube post or something like that. You guys can see it then. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Oscar. What was that? Zahir, welcome in. Laura was weird. I don't know what that is. So this is another bowl I was working on earlier. Kind of show this one off. I left the bark on down here in those areas. So that one turned out pretty good. So for our next piece, let's see here, what shall we do? got this little guy ready to go. This is a piece of, I have no idea. Just found it on the ground. I think a branch fell during a storm. I figure, why not? Let's turn it, see what it looks like. So if this is your first time coming across this channel, welcome. And if you're enjoying this, you can do the YouTube stuff with the like, the subscribe, and all that. I'm normally later in the evening doing lives, but maybe we'll see you again. Ooh. This one's going to be interesting. There we go. Not a lot of them, that's for sure. What's that? Making a bowl. Do you drill a pilot hole in the wood? I do, yes. So there's a 15/16 hole that the worm screw goes into. And I often start with a smaller hole and then run him through on the bandsaw. Give you a quick turn here. There's the bandsaw. So from log form, like down there, split it in half, cut it round there, and then I take it over to the drill press, drill my holes. Hopefully I didn't mess anybody up. 5/16. Hi, Tendra. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah. Whew. I thought that was kind of close. Come up a little bit here. And we'll get going. This one here, he's real tiny, so we're probably going to do like an OG shape on it. Move you guys right like that. Might give you a little better view. There we go. Look at this. Maybe right about like that. That gouge is getting dull. Switch out to the old Doug Thompson. Okay. There we go. Ashley, welcome in. Hermanto, how's it going? Wow, we got some interesting names today. Carl Hines. And I don't speak that language, so if somebody does and wants to translate, that'd be awesome. We got a bark inclusion right there, so I still got to get smaller before I can go ahead and put a tenon on it. Come on a sec. Well, we weren't quite around there yet. There goes that. There we go. Well, it looks like Big Mex is taking care of the translating. Johnny, have a good one, sir. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready to put a tenon on that, and we'll get her flipped around. Now, like I said before, but for those who weren't in yet, I have dovetail jaws. So the easiest way to do that is with your skew. Using them just like a negative rake scraper. That actually appears, that's too big. We're going to trim that up a little bit before we do that. That's better. In case you don't know, that's a spindle gouge right there. Give you a comparison, that is a 3/8 spindle gouge to a 3/8 bowl gouge. So you can kind of see the difference on how they're ground and the thickness overall. One's technically for spindles, doesn't really have the mass to handle, bowl work, but you can use them on the outside. And there's our dovetail. Kind of feel how this is doing. Got some tool marks. Perfect time for the scraper. Just like that. Takes all those tool marks away. Makes it look all pretty. Get you guys in close here so you can kind of see it. That's not the prettiest piece of wood. But like I said, I just found it on base. Branch fell down after a storm, so may not be pretty, but it was free. Oh. Get the worm screw out of the way. Okay, we're going to do a quick cut right across here. David, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, thanks, Dan. Welcome in, sir. And Simha. Hopefully I'm not destroying everybody's names today. Get you back over here so you can see what we're up to. Come on. I've got to find a better phone holder. This cheap one from Amazon just doesn't quite cut it. John, welcome in. Katoon, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Flashlight set up again so you guys can see better. There we go. Just about to the bottom. Let's see here, I'm going to hit either you guys or the flashlight, so we're going to switch back over to Easy Wood. And we'll just use the full-size finisher. Reason I'm going with this, with the carbide, it's a straight-in motion. With the traditional tools, you guys can't see anything I'm about to demonstrate. Pull you back here for just a sec. So traditional tools, to make that cut, you got to line up the bevel with the direction you want to go. So on the inside, I'm coming across this way and then swinging all the way around to cut, which is hitting the flashlight and going to hit you guys as we get down towards the bottom. So with the Easy Wood tools, they just go in straight. So it's a straight push, and you just move it back and forth to remove the wood you need to remove. This is going to be like a small ring bowl type of thing. I'll give it to the wife. She'll probably set it on the nightstand, put her ring or watch and stuff in it. That is too high. I need more speed. Too low. Rajani, welcome in. Going to be loud. Let's go for the smaller carbide on the howler, see if that quiets down a little bit. Nope. Well, that's going to be ear splitting if we try to do that. How's it going? And yep, we're going to smack that. We'll get you over there. So traditional tools, obviously, as you probably just saw, do leave a much cleaner finish than the Easy Woods do, than the carbides. Quick measurement here to see how far we are from going through the bottom. So he is just a hair over an inch, about an inch and an eighth. And this is just over an inch a quarter deep. So that is as far as we are going to go with that one. Check our thickness here. Feels pretty good. We're going to clean up that rim a little bit. Really interested in doing this. What are the main tools I would need to start? Okay. First thing, obviously, you're going to need a lathe of some kind. If you're in the U.S., Harbor Freight makes a pretty nice one. You got Win, you got Rikon, you got Laguna. After that, I would say a set of carbides. There, cleans that up. Set of carbides would be probably the way I would tell you to go. If you are in the U.S., if you live near a Rockler or a Woodcraft, they offer classes, and you can actually go and try it out and see if it's something you really do like before spending money on it. But that is by far the easiest way to start. Once you get into traditional tools, swing you guys around again. So once you start getting toward, whoa, sorry. There we go. Once you start getting towards your traditional tools, your bowl gouges and your spindle gouges, skews and all that, then you got to start getting into sharpening systems, which is just a whole nother level. So, but if you want to get started and make something real quick, Win lathe, Harbor Freight lathe, or like I said, if you want to go for a Laguna or Rikon, and then a set of carbides, and you'll be making something later that afternoon. I got to go up higher than that. that guy to get into. I'd say, ooh, what we got there? We got a little bug hole just opened up. All right, we're gonna pull that out and see how it looks. Like I said before, I do not sand on my lives because, let's be honest, sanding is boring, and I don't want you guys to have to try to suffer through it. So I always sand everything later on. So there we go. Like I said, nice little thing. The wife will set that on her end table, probably put rings, or probably would have until that showed up. I wonder if there's still a bug in there. Well, there might be. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let me get a light. Old Path come in? Hey, OP, how you doing, sir? All right. Yeah, it looks like something might still be in there. Whatever he is, he ain't happy. He was just spinning around at 1400 RPM, so. Yeah, wife won't use that now. Oh well, that'll stay in the shop. So, let's see here. We got this taken care of. Where did I put that other one? I don't know where I stuck it. Did you end up somewhere over here? No. Yes. So, there's the 2 items we made today. Try to, gosh darn this thing. 2 little bowls. We made this one Sycamore, this one some mystery wood I found on the ground. Like I said before, if this is something you guys like, consider doing the YouTube stuff with the like, the subscribe, commenting, do all that. I'm often out here, typically later at night, turning, but every now and then I do go live during the day. Of course, I got a full YouTube channel with a whole bunch of different videos. If you want to see bowl turning or anything like that, it's available. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and cut this one short, because I don't have anything else prepped and ready to go. So, hope you guys like that. Y'all take care.